Calling for a utility locator is strongly recommended before upgrading an electrical service, especially when driving ground rods into the earth. This practice helps prevent damage to underground utilities that may be present in the work area. Driving ground rods without knowing the location of these utilities can lead to costly repairs, service disruptions, and potential safety hazards. In Florida, as in many other locations, there are established procedures for requesting utility locates. Firstly, it is crucial to contact the appropriate call center or utility locating service at least 48 hours or 2 business days before commencing any digging or ground penetrating activities. This advance notice allows utility companies sufficient time to schedule and perform the necessary locating services. Secondly, when contacting the utility locating service, provide accurate and detailed information about the location of the planned work. This includes the full address of the property, including street number, street name, city, and any relevant landmarks or cross streets. Thirdly, clearly describe the type of work that will be performed. In the case of a service upgrade, specify that the work involves driving ground rods for grounding purposes. The more information provided, the more effectively the locator can identify and mark the relevant underground utilities. Fourthly, specifically request that the locator mark the location of all underground utilities in the area where the ground rods will be driven. This includes, but is not limited to, electric lines, gas lines, water pipes, sewer lines, telephone cables, and fiber optic cables. The locator will typically use colored flags or paint to mark the approximate location of these utilities on the ground surface. The color code for utility markings is standardized to ensure clear communication. Red typically indicates electric power lines, cables, conduit, and lighting cables. Yellow indicates gas, oil, steam, petroleum, or gaseous materials. Orange indicates communications, alarm or signal lines, cables, or conduits. Blue indicates potable water. Green indicates sewers and drain lines. White indicates proposed excavation. And finally, once the utility locator has completed the marking process, carefully review the markings and compare them to the planned location of the ground rods. Maintain a safe distance from the marked utilities when driving the ground rods, and use caution to avoid striking or damaging any underground infrastructure. Remember that the markings provided by the utility locator are approximate, and the exact location of the utilities may vary. If there is any doubt about the location of an underground utility, it is always best to err on the side of caution and hand dig around the area to visually confirm its position. In addition to calling for a locate, consider using other methods to identify potential underground hazards. Review site plans or as-built drawings for the property to see if they provide any information about the location of underground utilities. Check for any visible signs of underground utilities, such as manholes, valve boxes, or utility pedestals. If possible, speak with the property owner or manager to see if they have any knowledge of underground utilities on the property. Damaging underground utilities can have serious consequences. It can disrupt essential services, create safety hazards, and result in significant repair costs. By taking the time to call for a locate and exercise caution when working near underground utilities, you can help prevent these problems and ensure a safe and successful service upgrade. Furthermore, it is essential to be aware of the legal requirements regarding excavation and damage prevention in Florida. Florida law requires anyone planning to excavate to notify the Sunshine 811 call center at least 2 full business days before digging. This notification triggers the utility locating process, ensuring that underground utilities are identified and marked before excavation begins. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in fines and other penalties. Therefore, it is crucial to familiarize yourself with the relevant laws and regulations and to follow them diligently. In summary, calling for a locate before upgrading an electrical service and driving ground rods is a best practice that promotes safety, prevents damage, and ensures compliance with legal requirements. By following the recommended procedures and exercising caution when working near underground utilities, you can protect yourself, your colleagues, and the public from potential hazards. The information provided here is intended for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with qualified professionals and refer to applicable codes and regulations before undertaking any electrical work.